This is Donal, and Donal just hit $1 million. Not from stocks, not from real estate seminars, not from a drop shipping store he saw advertised between YouTube videos at 2 a.m. Donal got rich from businesses so old, so forgotten, so aggressively overlooked that most people walk past them every single day without a second thought. And that's exactly why they work. See, everyone in 2026 is chasing the same shiny objects: AI startups, crypto plays, social media empires. And while the whole world is sprinting toward the same crowded door, the forgotten businesses, the ones that have been quietly printing money for decades, are sitting completely uncontested, waiting for anyone smart enough to notice. Donal noticed, and now Donal has $1 million. Here are the 10 businesses that got him. Number 1, coin-operated laundromats. The laundry industry generates over $5 billion annually in the United States alone. A single, well-located laundromat runs 24 hours a day, requires minimal staff, and generates $50,000 to $100,000 net profit per year. Donal owns 3. Nobody at dinner parties asks Donal about his laundromats. Donal doesn't mind. Number 2, cemetery plots. This sounds morbid. It is morbid. It is also one of the most recession-proof investments in human history. Death, unlike almost every other market, never experiences a downturn. Pre-purchased cemetery plots appreciate in value every year, demand never drops, and the operating costs are essentially grass maintenance. Donal owns a small private cemetery in rural Ohio. It runs itself. Number 3, self-serve dog wash stations. Americans spent over $150 billion on their pets last year. A self-serve dog wash station, a coin-operated booth where owners wash their own dogs, costs roughly $5,000 to install and generates $2,000 to $5,000 per month per station with 0 staff required. Donal has 6 stations placed in pet store parking lots across his city. He restocks soap once a week. Number 4, billboard advertising. A single billboard in a high-traffic location generates $1,500 to $30,000 per month in rental income. The billboard does nothing. It just stands there. Advertisers pay Donal monthly to use the space. Donal owns 4 billboards. He has not physically visited them in 8 months. Number 5, funeral homes. Again, morbid. Again, recession-proof. The death care industry in the United States generates over $20 billion annually. Baby boomers are aging. Demand is projected to increase significantly through 2030. A small independent funeral home generates $500,000 to $1 million in annual revenue. Nobody is starting a funeral home influencer account. That is a feature, not a bug. Number 6, coin-operated car washes. Already covered the basics, but here is the part people miss. The real money is in the monthly membership model. A car wash with 500 active monthly members at $30 per member generates $15,000 in pure recurring revenue every single month before a single additional customer walks in. Donal's car wash has 800 members. He thinks about it approximately twice a week. Number 7, linen and uniform rental services. Hospitals, restaurants, hotels, and spas all need clean linens and uniforms delivered weekly. A small linen service requires an initial equipment investment, but generates recurring monthly contracts that almost never churn. Clients sign annual agreements. Revenue is predictable to the dollar. Donal started his linen service with 2 commercial washing machines in a rented warehouse. 3 years later, it services 47 business accounts. Number 8, tax preparation services. Every single year, 150 million Americans file tax returns. Most of them need help. A small tax preparation office operating 4 months a year generates $80,000 to $200,000 annually. A franchise like H&R Block costs under $50,000 to open. Donal's tax office operates January through April. The other 8 months, Donal does nothing related to taxes, except pay them. Number 9. Propane tank exchange stations. Hardware stores, gas stations, and grocery stores all host propane tank exchange stations. The business model is simple. Customers swap empty tanks for full ones and pay a fee. The host location takes a small cut. The exchange operator keeps the rest. A network of 50 exchange stations generates $10,000 to $20,000 monthly in passive income. Nobody is making motivational content about propane. Donal is fine with that. Number 10. Storage auction reselling. Self-storage facilities auction off abandoned units when owners stop paying rent. Buyers bid on the units sight unseen. Donal buys units for $200 to $500 and resells the contents for $2,000 to $8,000 per unit on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and local auction sites. It is unpredictable. It is occasionally disgusting. It is also generating Donal $15,000 to $25,000 a month on good months. Now here is the honest truth. $1 million net worth by the end of 2026 does not come from one of these businesses alone. It comes from stacking 2 or 3 of them strategically, reinvesting the profits aggressively, and refusing to get distracted by whatever the internet is excited about this week. The forgotten businesses are forgotten for one reason. They are not interesting enough to go viral. They do not make good thumbnails. Nobody films a documentary about a propane exchange operator. But the propane exchange operator is quietly building generational wealth while everyone else is refreshing their crypto portfolio at midnight. Pick a forgotten business, learn it properly, start small, stack the profits, repeat. The internet chases trends. Wealth follows neglect. If any monkeys are confused, this is just a simple explainer about forgotten businesses. This is not financial advice. Please do not sue Monkey.